Hey everybody, this video is going to show you how to individually assign assignments or to modify assignments for specific students. So if you want to assign different things to different students, you need to make sure you have some groups set up in Schoology. So the way to do that is to go to Members, and then over on the right hand side you can start making groups. I have a few groups in here, and you can, as you add groups, you can just as easily delete them. But let's say I have a student or two or three or five that I want to give a special assignment to. I can name my group and just choose the students who might belong in this particular group, or maybe it's just one student, and create the grading group. It may also be useful to have a grading group for like everyone else. Maybe you have a group for your IEP kiddos, and then you could make a group for everyone else who's not on an IEP. You can sort of determine that. So you can select all or um, what have you. Okay, so that's how you make groups. And now to assign material, let's say that you have a quiz. We're going to jump into the quiz settings here. This button here is your individually assigned button. So if you've created a quiz that you've modified, then you can click on this little triangle button, and then it says assign to. And you can just start typing a specific student's name, or you can start typing in the name of one of your groups. And then save that. And now that particular item will only be available to that particular group. And then you can just go from there. So these are just grading groups, and they're pretty easy to manipulate. Let's say that you have an assignment, like a homework assignment. You can do the same thing. So not only on tests and quizzes, you can do it on homework assignments and stuff like that. So just at the bottom where the settings are, individually assign, and then you'll get that box assigned to, and you can either type in the name of a group or just a couple of individual students. Maybe there's like 3 students who get this one. If you already have a assessment or a quiz created and you want to make a modified copy of it, then unfortunately Schoology doesn't have just, a copy this quiz button or a duplicate button. So the way that you can make a copy of a quiz is you can go to the gear icon. So let's say I want to make a copy of this sky quiz. I can go to resources. I can save to resources. And if you have folders set up in your resources, that's great. If not, it'll just default under the home area. If you have different collections set up in your resources, you can choose one. But I'm just going to leave everything as default right now. I'm going to go to save a copy. And now I need to go to my resources. So resources, if you remember, is an area for you to stage your curriculum. You can create tests and quizzes and homework assignments in here, and nobody will see them because they're not assigned to any particular course. It's just kind of an area to like plan and create. So once you kick it over to your resources, it'll default into this home area unless, like I said, you've created more folders. But now I have to find it in here. There it is at the bottom. And once it's in my resources, I can modify it from here, edit the settings, I can edit the questions as needed, and then I can kick it back over to my course. So I can go add to course. Actually, I'm going to call this modified, submit, and now I'm going to kick it back over to my course. And I don't want to put it in a folder at the moment. Choose my grading category and add. Now when I go back to my course, if I put it in the right one, there it is, Sky Quiz Modified. So now it's in my course and it's modified, and I can certainly modify it further from here. So I can just open it up, and if I need to make even more changes, I can. But now that I have this modified version, I can go to Settings, Edit, and then individually assign to a specific group or a specific student. And then from here, I can drag this into a folder, and I'm good to go. And then right here, it tells me that, just lets me know that I've assigned this to a specific group. So that is a quick review of how to modify an assignment or a quiz for a specific set of students, and how to create a copy of a quiz that you can then modify.